I've seen them smaller. I've seen tricorders smaller. Like I remember, people remember the Mago sets from the late '60s, early '70s. The TOS tricorders. They were they were like this big. So come on. But anyway, kit that I have, I give there's an instruction manual which shows you how to gut this thing. Take all the old electronics out because there's all the wires, and you see all the old electronics. And you know, they didn't do a too bad job, but there's only like 2 lights in the whole thing. Well, I thought that's not enough. I gotta have a lot more than that. I gotta have like lots of lights. So I did this. I designed this one here, and show you this one real quick. What this thing can actually do. And this is my own design. I thought, you know, it's got to look better. It's got to look like a tricorder. It's got to have lots of blinkies. Got to have sound. Got to have everything that you would like in a tricorder. I'll just show you the view screen board. This is the board that goes right in here. Okay, it's got a little bit more with it than your Playmates version. So once you get it all gutted, which I show you in an instruction manual, exactly what to gut, what to take out, and what to leave. And then how to install these boards. And these boards have gone through about 4 revisions already, so the ones in the manual actually look a little different than these ones. But these are better. They'll get better with every revision. So I'm just going to attach the power to it. This is the soundboard, but now that's in there. That's a little bit nicer. So this is your view screen, which you get like a little waveform pattern going up and down, and it looks really good. And you get your library lights all working, and your alpha, beta, gamma lights going nice and bright. Whereas before in the old one, they had 1 light for these 4, and it just ran it through a wedge of clear plastic, which is sitting right there. And it had the light sitting just on the end, so it would flash on and off. And it wouldn't give the impression that 4 lights were flashing, but they're not. There's not actually 4 lights flashing. It's just these 4 lights are flashing. There's your little power light that goes. They don't even add that. It's just a sticker on the Playmates. So you have to drill a little hole when you put it over your decals, and you get a fresh set of decals with this too. I tell you to strip off the decals off there because they're no good. You want to put all new decals on here so it matches up with the electronics. So that works very, very well. And on the sound, they had one nice sound on the Playmates. It was quite good, but it was hard to just. My first manual, I actually told you could save this little circuit board and run one sound off of it, and just hardwire it, and so it would just loop all the time. But now on the new ones, I added the sound module, and that's an actual sound from the tricorder from the show. So that's how it would sound. And so this sits right up here. This board will sit right up there, so these lights will be under there. Okay, you got to actually drill a little hole for this red light because again they don't include it. That's actually a switch, I think, in the original. I'm not sure. This is a switch, yeah, something like that. Or is it on the AB? I can't remember anymore.
No, the switch is up the top.
Okay.
That's the first thing I got.
I haven't upgraded one in a while, so it's. I got this one. Someone had built this one partly and made some changes to it. So, but that's the Playmates. Now the only other thing I want to show you real quick. That's the kit. So he built one based on the kit. So the other. Just to do a comparison. This is supposed to be a Mark 7, and this is the actual Mark 7. Okay, and I told you this is a new Mark 7 that just came out about a week to 2 weeks ago that Myron Stapleton came out with, and these electronics are made to fit like a glove into that kit. So I'm just going to show you what the difference is between. Now, this one just uses, instead of a nice flashy view screen with all the waveforms, it uses a replica copy of the one from the show, which was just a backlight. And it has a 35mm slide that's implanted here, and that comes with Myron's kit. And they just light it up, and it looks nice. It's just like the one from the show then, eh? But I'll just show you what this one looks like, just for comparison. Hope I'm not boring you guys yet.
Got a good crowd, I think you're doing okay.
Well, good. I think the neuralizer is going to probably wear off eventually, but okay, there we go. My trusty little battery. Of course, I'm going to be able to see it. Most of the time when I'm working on these things, I have these big magnifiers on, eh? So, because my eyes are not so great anymore. Okay, so this is just like the one from the show. Okay. Okay? Okay, I'm touching something on the back there, obviously. So that's, actually the circuit's almost identical to the one they used on the show. One difference, on the show they have a little set of switches here so they can make the lights go up or go down. On the next version of this, I'm going to add that switch. But most of them you'll see that they'll look like this. Now this won't fit into there, but it will fit into there. See? Actually made so it fits perfectly into that. And that's as easy as this is. I mean, there's lots of room. You put that in there and it's going to fit every single time. And once you've got this main body built, you can just build this as a static model if you wanted, and then just take the back panel off, throw the electronics into it, and add a nice rechargeable battery to it, and you've got yourself a really, really nice working actual hero prop.
Now to set those in, do you just use like some hot glue or something like that, or do they just sit?
I use hot glue. Some people actually do little different things. When you put this in here, you want these lights at the front to be nice and flush at the front, so they just sit on the surface, because the graphic's going to go over top of it. So you want it to be absolutely perfect that way. But in order to get this to sit here, you can use a little bead of hot glue. That's what I usually do. Some people use little tiny pieces of styrene and make little angled, you can buy angled styrene, and they just use them as little holders. But to me it's like, okay, what's the difference? Not much difference. But as you can see, it fits very, very nicely in there. Now there is a difference, and there's two different styles of these boards. Some people love the actual, like this is the front sensor array board. I'm just going to put this out here. This front sensor array board will actually, it should fit through here, but Myron didn't design it for this style board specifically. What he's done is he's given you all the greeblies for the front, fake LEDs to fit in there, so you can build this as a static. And you can put all the green greeblies in here, all the stuff will fit on there, and you can leave it. And then when you get the kit, you tell me you want the other style. Where is the other one? Right in front of my face. Okay. So the other style has a slightly different board for the front. Because I don't know if anybody's ever heard the term light pipes. We use them, everybody's used them as fiber optics, where you're basically shining a light through one end of plastic and it comes out the other end of the plastic. Well, this is the same principle but on a smaller scale. All we're doing is we're backlighting, we're putting this board in here, and we're backlighting all the greeblies. It'll look just like the real LEDs. There won't be any difference, because that's all it is. It's the same thing. You're just separating the top of the LED from the bottom. The bottom of the LED contains the electronic. The top is just a piece of plastic. So you're putting the piece of plastic in here and just forcing that to the bottom there. And it'll fit absolutely perfect. I wonder how that'll look. I haven't even tried this yet because the kit's so new that I haven't even looked at how they line up.
It's turned off forward.